Hey traders, it's Kathy Lean here with BK Traders. Let me ask you a question. What's the number one session of Forex that moves the markets the most? If you guessed the New York session, you're absolutely right. From explosive news-driven breakouts to the sneaky reversals at the London close, the New York session is where all of the action happens. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 New York session Forex trading secrets that I've learned over more than 2 decades of trading. These secrets are based on timing, order flow, fundamentals, and trading psychology. Whether you're a day trader or just someone who wants to understand why currencies behave the way they do at certain periods of the day, particularly during the US hours, this video is going to give you an edge. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more of my trading videos, strategies, live setups like this. Every week, I share lessons that I hope can help you take your trading to the next level. So grab your notebook because we are going to dive in right now on the top 5 trading secrets for the New York session. Secret number 1, the US dollar follows yields. Before we break down the 5 segments of the New York session, you need to understand the heartbeat of the US dollar, and that's bond yields. Every professional trader on Wall Street, whether it be trading Forex, stocks, commodities, gold, Bitcoin, is glued to the US 10-year Treasury yield. Why? Because yields reflect expectations for growth, inflation, interest rates, and Fed policy. You can see how important and valuable that information can be on this daily chart, showing the correlation between the US dollar index, which is the candlesticks, and the US 10-year yield, which is the blue line. The same tight correlation can also be seen in this 1-hour chart. So we drill down from the daily to 1-hour chart. You can then use this information for swing trading and day trading. And this 1-hour chart shows you the tight correlation. Here's a simple rule to follow. When yields rise, the dollar usually rallies. When yields fall, the dollar usually falls. Now, it's not perfect, but it's one of the most consistent correlations in the market. Think about this. If the US yields spike higher, that attracts global capital into the dollar because investors can earn more by holding US assets. On the flip side, if the yields are falling, the dollar will lose its shine. So when you trade the New York session, you have to keep an eye on US Treasury yields. It will oftentimes tell you whether euro dollar will continue to break higher, whether dollar yen will extend its run, or whether gold is about to make a sharp move. That's secret number 1, which is that the US dollar follows yields. Now, let's break the day down to 5 key segments of the New York session. And here's secret number 2. Trading the early New York session. The New York session basically kicks off unofficially before the sun is even up, depending upon where you are. Between 6:30 and 8 a.m. Eastern Time, US traders are getting to their desks, getting their coffee, checking overnight developments to the Asia and Europe, and getting ready to position themselves for the day. This is my favorite time to trade the New York session because it often provides clean continuation moves. Whatever direction London took in the market earlier, like a higher euro, a lower sterling, a stronger Canadian dollar, the New York Open tends to extend those flows. And here's a really great example. What you're looking at is my easy to read ZIP chart, which shows the long-term trend. And that's when you have the background is red or bearish, and that euro dollar, which is trading below the blue line, the indicator line, is also bearish on the short-term basis. And this is a 1-hour chart. This is a simple pattern that I trade often. And as you can see here, euro dollar sells off during the London session right into the early New York Open. And right at the early New York Open, there's a high probability push lower. Now, you got to be a little careful with this because it only really works when there isn't a big event that's freezing up the price action ahead of us, like the Fed meeting that day or the US jobs report. Otherwise, it's free game. The key is to align with the carryover from the London session, not fight them. In fact, my entire ZIP trading strategy, which hasn't had a losing month since May 2023 to September 2025, is designed to capture this momentum. If you want to learn more about ZIP, you can find some information in the description of this video. So secret number 2 is simple. The early New York hours are gold. Trade the continuation, not the fade. Secret number 3, for the biggest moves of the day, focus on news trading between 8:30 and 10 a.m. New York time. If you only trade one time window during the New York session, you'll love to be a day trader, make it this one because from 8:30 to 10 a.m., the U.S. releases have the most important impact on the markets. And this is basically non-farm payrolls, the inflation report, the retail sales report, and the first GDP report. These can't be minor numbers. They have to be big numbers that move the markets around the world. Unlike some other countries' data, U.S. reports are very closely watched and usually not faded right away. The initial reaction often stems for 60 to 90 minutes, and this is what we love to trade. For example, let's say we have a strong retail sales report. That usually pushes yields up, the dollar up, and stocks in many cases up as well. A weaker number, on the other hand, U.S. yields could fall, the dollar could sell off, and risk sentiment, including stocks, could sour. This is why secret number 3 is the news window. For big releases, sets the tone for the entire day. If you miss the move, don't worry, just watch for how the market reacts. Sometimes the follow-through creates more opportunity than the first spike. By the way, if you're getting value so far from this video, please tap that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, and it makes sure that you don't miss the next strategy I share. Secret number 4, the U.S. stock market open, 9:30 a.m. New York time. Trade the flush and the continuation. The opening bell in New York is at 9:30 New York time. It doesn't matter because stocks aren't the only ones that move. Currencies will too. And here's the pattern. If stock futures were up sharply pre-market, you'll oftentimes see a flush higher in risk pairs like Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, dollar yen during the first 15 minutes of the open. The same is true for sell-offs. A quick drop, that often will see a snapback. This flush and reversal is classic stock market behavior, and currencies tied to risk appetite will oftentimes respond immediately. But there's more. Sometimes that initial move doesn't reverse. It continues, and if you see strong follow-through after the open, it can carry on into the midday. So how do you use this information to trade? My tip is to avoid chasing the first move at 9:30. Let the flush happen and look for either the continuation or the reversal after the dust settles. Secret number 5, fade the new highs and lows and look for reversals around the London close, which is usually between 10:30 a.m. New York time and 12 p.m. New York. This is one of my favorite secrets because very few traders talk about it. By late morning in New York, London traders are heading home, they're closing out their books. This often creates exaggerated highs and lows. And here's what usually happens. If the Eurodollar has been climbing all morning, it might make a fresh high into the London close. But instead of breaking out, that high often will mark the peak. This is very, very important. Highs and lows are often set right around the London close. If pound dollar has been selling off hard, like you can see in this example here, it carves out a new low right around the London close. And the best trade is not to assume that could be continuation, but instead to fade the move. That's because London traders are usually taking profits. The flow shifts and the move often stalls. So secret number 5 is this. Don't chase the breakouts into the London close. Fade them instead. Wait for the overextension and trade the reversal. Now here's a bonus segment. Let's talk about the New York close, which is basically between 3 to 4 p.m. New York time. I know I promised 5 secrets, but here's a little bonus for the New York close. At 3 p.m., most of the U.S. data is done. Europe is asleep and liquidity dries up. We have no participation from Asia as well. The moves that happen here are often more technical than fundamental. And if there's been a big day in stocks, currencies may follow into the close. And if they close at the highs or lows and open the Asia session at the high lows, there could also be continuation. If not, I treat this as a time to square up positions and prepare for the Asia session. So there you have it. 5 Forex trading secrets for the New York session. Number 1, dollar likes to follow yields. Always track the bond market. Number 2, early New York is my favorite time to trade. Look for continuation moves from London flows. Number 3, big news trading between 8:30 and 10 a.m. sets the tone for the day. Number 4, at the U.S. stock market open, let the flush happen before you jump in. Number 5, into the London close, don't chase those new highs or lows. Fade them. And don't forget the bonus. By the New York close, you should be locking in profits, not chasing the New York session. Trading the New York session is all about timing. Each segment of the day has its own personality, and once you've learned to recognize them, you'll start to anticipate the moves instead of reacting to them. That's been the secret to my success, the success of my ZIP strategy, and the difference between being an amateur and trading like a pro. If you found this video helpful, once again, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss another one. And if you want to learn more about trading, join our free trading community. The link is in the description. It's the best place to get ongoing tips, strategies, and support from traders like you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.